I took the night job because it paid better than anything else I could find. It was listed on a local classified site. Nothing fancy, just a short post asking for overnight help cataloging inventory. No company name, no logo. Just an email address and an address to show up at if I was interested. That should have been my first warning. The address was on the edge of town, past the last strip mall, and before the road turned into nothing but trees and dirt. It was technically still within city limits, which made it feel safe enough. I told myself it was probably a warehouse someone didn't want to pay daytime staff for. I needed the money, so I replied. The instructions were simple. Show up at 11 p.m., bring a flashlight, lock the door behind me. Someone would meet me inside. When I pulled up, the building looked abandoned. No lights. No sign. Just a long concrete structure with a single door on the side. My GPS said I had arrived. I sat in my car for a full minute, engine running, thinking about leaving. But I imagined rent, bills, the embarrassment of quitting before I even started. So I got out. The door was unlocked. That bothered me more than if it had been locked. Inside, the air smelled stale, like dust and old cardboard. My footsteps echoed louder than they should have. The door closed behind me on its own, heavy and final. I locked it like the email said. No one was there. I checked my phone. No signal. The building was divided into long, narrow rooms, each filled with shelves. Boxes were stacked neatly, all the same size, all unmarked. At the far end, a single light was on. I walked toward it, telling myself someone was just late. The light was hanging over a folding table. On it were gloves, a clipboard, and a handwritten note. It said, "Start with room 3. Do not open boxes. Just count." That was the second warning. Room 3 was identical to the others. Rows and rows of sealed boxes. I started counting, writing numbers on the clipboard, trying to stay focused. Every few minutes I heard a sound that made me stop. A shift. A scrape. Like someone adjusting their weight on the other side of a wall. I told myself buildings make noise at night. After about 20 minutes, I realized something else. There were no labels, but some boxes were heavier than others. Some felt warm through the cardboard. I pulled my hand back and wiped it on my jeans, suddenly aware of how quiet everything had become. Then I heard breathing, not mine. It was slow and steady, coming from somewhere close. I froze, listening. It wasn't echoing. It wasn't distant. It was right there, just out of sight. I whispered hello, feeling stupid the moment I did. The breathing stopped. My phone buzzed in my pocket and I almost screamed. A text message from an unknown number. It said keep counting. I typed back asking where they were. No response. Another message came through a few seconds later. Room 4 is waiting. I didn't go to room 4. I walked back toward the entrance, heart pounding, every sense screaming at me to leave. When I reached the door, the lock wouldn't turn. I tried again, harder this time. Nothing. Another text buzzed. You're doing great. Almost halfway. That's when I noticed the cameras. Small black lenses in the corners of the ceiling. Every room had them. I had missed them before because I wasn't looking up. I felt exposed, like I had been undressed without realizing it. The breathing came back louder now, not behind a wall anymore. Behind me, I ran. I don't remember every turn I took, only that the layout suddenly didn't make sense. Rooms that should have connected didn't. Doors led to more shelves, more boxes, more darkness. My flashlight flickered, then steadied, like it was struggling too. I found an exit door near the back and slammed into it with my shoulder. It burst open into cold night air. I didn't stop running until I reached my car. The building was completely dark now. No lights, no movement. Just a concrete shell sitting quietly where it always had. The next day, I went back in daylight with a friend. The address led to an empty lot. No building, no concrete. Just weeds and gravel. The job posting was gone. The emails bounced back. And the number that texted me sent one final message that night. Thanks for your time. We'll contact you again if needed. I don't take night jobs anymore. And I never trust an address that doesn't want to be found in the daylight.